Hey guys, it's 21 Maxwell here and welcome to the latest video in the series that is the FM division, where we're going from, hopefully, Tinpot to the top. This week I'll be up against Alex, who was in second place going into this game. I was top just by a point. It was very competitive in our division, so I knew it was going to be a very, very difficult game, and it was even more difficult when I found out the teams were Persip and Alex is going to be Persipura, and these teams are from Indonesia. So yeah, if anybody's got any knowledge of Indonesian football, that would be great. I personally don't, but you know, we'll have to get into this game fully optimism that we can make something happen, hopefully get a good result. Obviously getting into this game as underdogs, and you know, a point would be nice, but we're at home, you know, we need to go for it in these games, hopefully come out on top and get the win. But you know, admission's a fiver, paying big money to see some top quality football here. As I say, I don't know anything about either team. It's not a league I've ever in my life paid attention to. It's not a league I envisage I'll ever be playing in ever again. So I just went in it thinking, what tactic are we going to use? What tactic should we use? Do you know what? I'm just going to use the old Schalke tactic. Was it the Schalke tactic or the Rangers tactic? I think I went Rangers. We'll see. Yep, definitely went with the Rangers tactic, because at the end of the day, I really don't know what to expect. So I just picked guys who I thought worked in each position. I changed that a little bit. You know, I like to play a little bit awkward, so we played a lopsided formation, basically a 4-4-2 diamond, with instead of two strikers having a Ramdoyer out on that right hand side, just basically floating in, creating hassle. There's no point in telling you about any player, because they're all terrible, and none of them I would recommend purchasing in Football Manager in the future. You know, it was basically just kind of looking through their stats, seeing if any of them stood out as something spectacular, going from there and thinking, yeah, maybe this guy can do as a job. You know, maybe he's got one stat like he's a good finisher, or something like he's got a couple of good mentals, a couple of good physicals, and he can pass a ball. Or in the case of some of the players, it was just tackling. I believe Vladimir Pejovic was literally just, he can pass, and I'm like, that'll do it. You sit in front of your back four and just ping passes. That's all we're going to ask you to do, and hopefully, you know, we can make something happen and bring the like of Atip, Yana, and maybe Tantan up front into play. It's the kind of standard of football where I'm kind of thinking, I'd probably be best just, you know, hoping for some sort of set piece goal. So getting into the game then, guys, he's lining up with a 4-1-1-3-1. It's just going to be a battle, I think, a bit of luck, because we don't really know anything about either team. I don't think me or Alex will ever manage again in Indonesia. Really, we're just kind of hoping here that, you know, just one moment of brilliance for either a player in any team can do us the job and get us a victory. So we'll see what happens here. A lot of people turned out for, quite frankly, is what's going to be a pretty average game, pretty poor game. You know, it's not going to be technically brilliant. But that's why we're in the Tinpot division. That's why we are heaped with all this shit. And this is why we're trying to get out it and get to the top. So hopefully, you know, the boys can put out a good attacking performance. And hopefully propel us to continue our unbeaten run first and foremost, but if we can get it the 3 points, it'd be a fantastic result, and hopefully we can give ourselves a little gap at the top of the division with some other games coming up shortly, and of course that big massive, may as well call it a derby, the big one against Jamie Griff. That's the one I'm really looking forward to. Hopefully we can go all out and score about 10 in that game, just to ensure Jamie stays in the Tinpot leagues. So just waiting here for Alex to get ready and start his team up, and we'll be good to go in this big match. To Indonesian super heavyweights, you know, the world's eyes are on this match. It's time. The big one. Here we go. So as you can see here, great technical football and a long ball within the first 6 seconds. You'll only see this kind of standard of football in Indonesia, and possibly in Scotland as well. But yeah, I just kind of thought if we could play it along the deck, it would be great, but at times we are going to have to go very direct. and just hope that at times it pays off. I don't think there's going to be much quality here, but I'd be happy for, there could be a surprise. There could be someone that just decides, here, by the way, I'm actually far too good for this league. And if I have one good performance in the FM division, then maybe somebody will sign me in one of their FM saves and get me from this hellhole. And a great chance there for Alex. Boyes with the goal, but thankfully he strayed a little bit offside there, and we had an early piece of luck here. No replay there, but I'm just gonna confirm it was offside. So I'm really just, I'm getting into this game. I'm thinking, what do we do? Do we change anything? Even at this early stage, because we're really not getting it. So we tried to get a bit more fluidity in the team. Just had a look there. Don't really need to change anything. No, it's not a great game. It's what we expected. Expected it to be utter dross. And unfortunately, it remained this way for the percentage of the first half. Got a ball in from Separdi, and it's headed in by Abdul Rahman. This big legendary centre half, who I've known from just at the start of this game, with a bullet header, and it's basically a bit of luck, but good ball in from Separdi. He gets the run into the near post, and it's a great header to send the Persip fans wild. So it was a good start in the first to the first half. We're hoping, right, can we keep this up? Can we get into the break? Still 1-0 up, and thankfully we were able to sustain a clean sheet. Then with another chance after a bit of defending, just a bit of direct football there. It's the Indonesian way. A good build up here, and it finds its way through. And Tan, you got to think if he buries that, that's game over. But great build up there for the boys, and I just wish Tan would have smashed the back of the net, and we would have been sitting 2-0 up and looking comfortable. It's half time, decide to go on the counter, defend the lead. We don't want to risk any further injury to Tan, so he's replaced. And bring somebody else on. We opt for Soylent. He'll come on. Again, the worrying thing is there's not really much you can do. The subs bench technically was terrible, so we just changed it, put a target man in, and decided this is all we're going to do for the second half. Because you just feel good out of these kind of games. Like if it was like Madrid, Barca, you know exactly who plays where, what kind of style of football they play. When you're managing Indonesia, you're just like, what the fuck is going on here? So a decent start to the second half. Sorry, we kept our shape for the first 10 odd minutes into the game. Here's Separdi. He was quite impressive. I'll be honest, he was really, really good. And here comes Soufan, the striker. Decides to run in a completely strange direction, which I still have no idea why he's done this. And he retrieves the foul from Ruben Sitani. Yep, this is literally the standard of the game. There's been 5 shots all game. Very few clear-cut chances. The ball gets pinged into the box, and it just gets headed away. An absolutely dire game. I'm sure Alex would agree with me. Just absolutely pathetic. But a bit of quality does happen. Ball comes in, and there's your equaliser. A fantastic counter-attack from the set play, and get his goal disallowed in the first half. Only fueled Boyes to make the goal here, and he smashes it into the back of the net. Fantastic counter-attack. Alex did say he works a lot on his set pieces, especially the countering of them there was fantastic, and the amount of bodies he got forward there was fantastic. So all credit to him, and a fantastic goal. So we decided to make a few changes here. We decided to go a little bit more direct, because that is the Persip way, and we went more structured. Just a bit more cautious. Because let's be honest, we got kind of exposed there for the goal for Persipura. Then we get an injury, and it was our key player, Abdul Rahman, the goal scorer, so we had to bring on another defender. And then I decided to just panic and use my third sub as well, as Atip wasn't playing great in the shadow striker position. So he definitely comes on. He definitely comes off, I know that for a fact. I done something incredibly stupid here. What was that I done? Yep, I brought another person into midfield, that's correct. We then went with Quante, playing as an AP behind the striker, that's right, yep. And of course then Tafu, I think it is, when there is a box to box. Then we decided to bring both wing backs and bomb them forward. So now it just looks like a complete clusterfuck. But then again, if you've watched my videos, if you've watched my stream, you know for a fact I never do the basic tactic. It's always something ludicrous, always something to keep the opposition off guard, you know, to kind of get them thinking, what the hell is he doing, you know? So we'll just try and confuse people. And I felt, you know, let's see if we can confuse Alex in this instance. Did it pay off? We'll find out. He had a chance there off the bar from the set piece. Again, he's really, really dangerous from set pieces. It's just a case of, could we somehow, some way, grab the winner? I mean, we've used all our free subs, we've made all our moves. We just had to somehow get that little break to give us the victory. With 20 minutes to go, it was all about how we could hang on. Or could we make that move? Because you can see from the stats, we may have had more possession. Alex and his Indonesian team have had more chances. It's all about who can be clinical with that major chance, that chance that could potentially win the game for either guy. Although a draw would have been a fair result. We had the ball out here with Sipardi, bombing forward. Tafuk, or Tafu, I'm never going to be able to pronounce that name right, but Kouante puts it back out to Sipardi. Look at that for a ball. And that's just asking to be hit. Don't know what the keeper's doing. He's all over the place. But Solfan puts it in the back of the net. What a ball from Sipardi. And you're thinking, with 9 minutes to go, can we hang on? Can we get the victory? You know, just can we do it? Is this our chance to really cement a little lead in the FM Tinpot, middle Tinpot division? So we made a couple of changes. We went really negative here. 4-1, 4-1. Just sat to counter. Literally changed everything as well. Take a breather, lower tempo, just slow everything right down to just make sure, you know, we can maybe hang on. Were we able to hang on? Well, it remains to be seen. I'd like to hope we could. But you know how Football Manager works. When you're most vulnerable, as soon as you've scored and the ball gets whipped in here, it'll eventually come back in. I'm pretty sure this leads to the equaliser. Again, look, just backing off them. I know we wanted to take it easy and just hang it, but we need to keep our shape here. And the ball comes in. Everybody's all over the place. Back post defending's poor. And it's put into the back of the net. So just woeful all round. And Perisupa have their equalising goal. And it left me looking like a sad panda. It looked like we were going to be cost of 3 points here, but to be fair, and I'm sure Alex will agree with me, it was an all round woeful game, and this is the standard of Indonesian football. And I'm pretty sure he'll echo my comments and thoughts that the sooner and the better we're out of Tinpot division and into a better standard of league, the better it's going to be, because this is at times brutal. And then when we lost Sipardi to injury, or pretty much our second best player after Abdul Rahman, I kind of thought, we are fucked here. We are absolutely fucked. Can we please just blow the whistle? We'll take our point. We'll continue our unbeaten run of 3 games, and we'll take it in to next week's matchup. I think Alex is going to make a wee quick change here, a wee quick tactical alteration, but you can see now statistically everything's in his favour. And to be honest, at times near the end of the game, I was kind of like, yeah, maybe a point's a fair result, and maybe we get a bit lucky with it. But I'll take it. The match does go to extra time. We decided to end it here because obviously FM Division doesn't need the extra time or anything. But it finished 2-2. You see there, 13 shots to 6, 74 on target for Alex as well. We just nailed the possession. But yeah, a 2-2 draw in a Tinpot division. So thank you for watching this episode, guys. If you enjoyed it, smash that like button. And until next time, this is 21 Maxwell, and I shall see you in the next video in the FM Division. Bye bye.